In this question, they ask us consider the line 2y minus 3x equals 6 and the parabola of y equals x squared. They say calculate the coordinates of their points of intersection. Correct the two decimal places. So I can use my calculator to do this. I'm going to do it manually, show how the algebraic working works. Otherwise, you can just put these two values into your graphics calculator and find the answer. Let's do a quick calculation. I'm going to say I'm going to say my first equation 2y minus 3x equals 6. I'm going to call this equation 1, and I'm going to call y equals x squared equation 2. Because it's simultaneous equations, because I want to know on this graph of mine, at some place there's going to be one or two intersections, and I want to know exactly where that happens. So that is where these two equations are the same, or are the same. So let's go and do that now. When I do simultaneous equations, all I have to do is I'm going to substitute. I'm going to sub 2 into 1. So I'm going to say wherever I see a y value here, I'm going to substitute y in there, which means that I'm going to have 2. In place of y, I'm now going to put x squared, so it's going to be 2x squared minus 3x, take away 6, because this 6 going to the other side becomes minus 6, that equals 0. Now I have a quadratic equation. To solve a quadratic equation, I first look at common factors, which I don't have. Secondly, I look at, can I factorize using my brackets? And I know already that it's not going to be the answer, and the hint is they say 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places means I'm not going to have rational values, and therefore I'm not going to use this. So yes, you can use completing the square, but if I don't use completing the square, the next easiest thing to do is x equals minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And I just have to substitute my values. So b is 3. So my b value is negative 3. A negative times a negative gives us positive, so that will give us 3 plus minus the square root of b squared will be minus 3 squared. I'm just going to take shortcuts because this is not hard. 3 squared is 9. Take away 4 times a. A in this case is 2 and c is negative 6. That will be divided by 2 times a, and a is 2. My answer will give us 3 plus minus. If I calculate this, it will give me the square root of 9 plus 48, which gives me 57, divided by 4. I'm now going to say 3 plus square root 57 divided by 4, and my answer will be 2.64, or if I'm going to say 3 take away square root 57 equals divided by 4, my answer will be negative 1.14. So I have two x values. As I know that these two graphs are the same at 2.64 somewhere and also at negative 1. So somewhere along this line here and this line there, there's going to be an intersection between those two. How do I find the y value now? All I have to do is I know that at this point that I have here, x equals negative 1.14. That point, what is my x value in any one of these two equations? So the easiest one to do is just to put it into y and into x, or sorry, into 2. So I'm going to sub 2.64 and negative 1.14 into 2, and it gives me y equals then 2.64 squared, or y equals negative 1.14 squared. My two answers work out to 2 decimal places to be 9.96, or in that's wrong. That is 6.96, or y equals 1.29. Okay, so 1.29. So my 2 points where there's an intersection will be 2.64 and 6.96, and it will be at negative 1.14 and 1.29. Now, the B part asks us, sketch the line and the parabola on the same diagram. I know y equals x squared will look like this. Y equals x squared looks like that. Where's my intersections between the straight line? Where x is 2.64, which is here, and it's 6.96. So this point that I have over here will be those 2 points. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. This is going to be x is 2.64, and this is going to be 6.96. This point I have here is going to be negative 1.14 and 1.29. That's that point there. And my straight line will be the line that goes in between. There's my graph.